What up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I am your girl, Talk About It, Tia.
And I'm your guy, Life of Iconic or Iconic if you're nasty.
Nice. You nasty.
Here's
You got the
here's
B
my
on there.
beard.
You got
Yep.
the B. The B. Okay, guys. So we're going to make this a
You said
quick.
I was Did you say I was nasty?
Yeah, you are nasty because you got the B on there. And you know what B? The B?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
honey
Okay,
pack
guys.
stacks with the back chat.
So you can see the title of this video. Would you rather have a man that's generous or a man that's with money? So we're gonna get into it. We gonna have this is gonna be quick, but it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. So my handsome king over here had seen a clip of a woman that I can't remember exactly what was said. Should I play it or does it?
You could play it.
So this is what was said, and this is what we are about to talk about. Hold on. Have standards. Go after men that are generous. Because there's a pretty huge difference. A man that's generous is not about how much he makes, it's in his nature to give. And he's going to make sure that he may not be able to buy you the $20,000 purse. He may not be able to, but he's going to make sure you straight because that's who he is. Yeah. You go after a nigga with money, he might be stingy as. So then you got to get rid of that nigga with money, but he got to a nigga that's generous. Got to be generous with something. Like you got to have something to be generous with. What you gonna give me, air? Generous is about a heart. All right.
Let me ask you this, baby. How many dudes do you know in your lifetime that you feel like they had money? Let's say more than
My stomach is.
hood wise, more than 10,000.
How many?
Yeah, that you know of that you feel like they was generous to whoever they was with because you know people that was with people or whatever. How many of them dudes were actually generous with their money to their partner?
Um, I know of one. Right?
Hmm.
He had money, street money, whatever, but it wasn't. It it wasn't what you're saying per se. Uh, it was only. It was almost like hush hush because he was out cheating. So he would buy her luxury purses and whatnot because she was cheating. But outside of that, I don't think it was like a regular everyday or on a or on a regular to be generous with her. It was just hush hush. Or it was during events to make them look good. If that makes sense. Like we going all out with Louis Vuitton, but we're celebrating my birthday. So you're you're a connection of me, so you need to be looking good too. But outside of that, I don't think it was gifts and
So basically, it was with that particular situation, which I think I know who you're talking about. Was basically I need you to um I had the word, I lost it. Um, if it wasn't beneficial to him, it wasn't
it didn't
sharing.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think that would be considered generous. It's not generous. It's really
Hmm.
because here's the thing. So a man with money and a man that's generous. A man that's generous may go and buy a $5 candle because he knows you like the scent or you like the color. A man with money may buy you something expensive, right? May buy you something expensive, but he's not looking at it as a quality gift, right? It may be here's $1,000 cup, just whatever, because he has so much money. That $1,000 to him is $5 to someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I rather have the candle than a man buy me a purse that is really just to shut me up, or um it doesn't mean anything to you to even give it to me.
Right. It's just, hey, you said you needed this. I'm not near you as
Yeah.
often as you want, so here you go. It's kind of like that father, that absent father syndrome type.
Yeah.
If they really don't know it, it stems back to that type. Like, okay, because I'm not in the house. Every time you see me, yes, I give you a gift to kind of make up for my lack of attendance and
Hmm.
whatnot. So it stems from that. So a lot of women they would go for the man with a lot of money because they looking or want a come up, or they that's how they ex- feel like they've been loved because that's what they're used to. Well, when my dad came around, he came with a gift and this and that, or he let me do whatever because he wasn't ever around.
Yeah. So
um yeah, go ahead.
so for me, because a lot of women I know would rather have men with money, but from my experience of the women that I've been around that have went for men with money, they're all single, or they have hidden relationships that aren't relationships. They're not respected from that man. Um, they're not happy at all. And the females that I know that are with men that would be considered generous,
Hmm.
um, and do things from their heart, are happy, are in relationships, are not insecure, they have no worries, and there's not many in that category that I can think of. So the women who go for generous men is is fewer than the women that go for men with money, but it's unhappy versus happy.
Yeah, and quite frankly, ladies, if you go for a man that got money, he may or may not spend it on you for the simple fact you did not help him to get it. So I know for me, if I had let's just say on hand $500,000, I am the type of man that, yo, if you did not help me to obtain it, if you did not support me in anything, you're not gonna come up off me. Now, quite frankly, I have no problem with paying for dinner. Oh, you want some sheen? Yeah, you can have some sheen, but oh, you got all that money? Give me some Louis Vuitton. You ain't put in no Louis Vuitton work.
Yeah.
What they say. Um, was it Waka Flocka or back in the day, Kobe Bryant? You wasn't on the basketball court with me. You wasn't in the trenches with me.
Yeah.
You wasn't help motivate me when I was at my lowest. But you gonna come in and try to reap all the benefits? No, no, no.
Yeah. And that's a lot. So back in the day, I was around some guys that had street money, and they had street mindset per se. And that was the mindset. You females would see the flashy cars, they would see the money. Them females wasn't getting no kind of nothing from them. none of those dudes were with, or even that I know of to this day, with any female that was around only for the money. You're not getting nothing. I being an outsider, so to speak, or maybe an insider, however you want to look at it, um, being around the money and always having the mindset, even with my husband to this day, it's a struggle because I'll be like, no, I got it, I'll figure it out. And he'll want to send me money or does send me money. And I'll be like, baby, you don't have to do that. Like it I've always had that mindset and I have to let it go because in fairness, he's a generous man and he wants to provide for me. And so I have to get used to that. I have to get used to it because a lot of people, even especially back in the day, men, if a man is even spending money on you, they want some from you. So I don't want your money. I'm good because I'm not that female. You can't buy me with your money. Even those guys seeing that, it was, I would say I was the exception and they knew I was the exception. Um but even being on that level, it was like, okay, we ordering food and at times, yes, hey, you could get something to eat with us. But a lot of times, no, they still got that mindset. I'm not spending a dime on a female. I don't care who you is. So you can't get a happy meal from me. You got some money, you buying two, you putting in on this, or your happy meal costs $15. Can I get run that? That's the mindset. So no, I don't want to deal with a man with a bunch of money. I want to be with a man that we can make money together and build together. And you have that respect for me, like, okay, we building together. She got my back, I got hers.
Not only that, it breeds togetherness. Like we're together going to these business meetings or whatever. She know just as much as I know. So when we're in these meetings or whatever, we tag teaming. She's helping build.
Yes.
Fellas, here you go. If your woman don't help you build the bag, why let her in it? And vice versa with the woman.
I Does my king have a shit ton of money right now? Depends on what you consider a shit ton of money. Um, is he in a place that he financially wants to be? Not yet. Is he working on it? Yes. Am I going to help him get to a place where he is good with bags and bags of money? Yes, absolutely. A lot of females don't want to put in the work to help the man build, so to speak, build the man, so to speak, to get the bag. But you want the bag, but you're not going to put the work in to get the bag. I'm putting the work in, and I'm gonna say I don't want his bag. I'm building my own bag, and he's supporting me in that. If I gotta put in the work for me and him to get us where we need to be, I'm okay with that. Because guess what? I guarantee you my relationship is gonna last a hell of a lot longer than the females that's out here wanting men to give them $400 and $500 for a purse. Can we build some? Can we take some of this money and buy land? Can we have it where if we both fall on rough times, we got something to fall back on?
Not to mention, because of my mindset, well, not really mindset, but my knowledge, my woman know that, hey, it's kind of better to own a piece of the bag than to own the bag itself.
Yeah.
If y'all don't get that, that's because y'all not in tune. Baby, would you hip your female followers to what I'm talking about? Oh, I stumped her.
Yeah.
I'm talking about stocks.
Yeah.
It's better to own a piece of it than to have
Yeah.
it itself.
I don't want a Louis Vuitton purse. I want part of the company. I want dividends. I want to get a check quarterly. Um, I'm sorry, I'm in pain. It's time.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for listening in and
Yes.
whatnot. And
Give us your thoughts. Do you want a
yeah,
man with money or a generous man with a big heart?
because it falls right up underneath that one too, where it was like, do you want to do you want a broke baby daddy that's in that has a relationship with his kids, or do you want a rich man?
That wants nothing to do with his kids.
And a lot of women chose the rich man. That's messed up.
There's no respect. Hell, they're talking about Brian McKnight right now and the fact that his older kids, he ain't claiming them, calling them illegitimate, blah, blah, blah. He got money and he has these other kids that he's like, yeah, these are my kids. But he has money. So his mindset is to hell with you. I'm good over here.
Mhm. So with
So,
that being said, y'all, I'm your guy, Life of Iconic or Iconic, and that's my beautiful queen right there. The hell? I
I
turned
was trying.
back. It was the screen was black.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Um, so yes, I'm your girl. Talk about it's Kina, and we are Jupiter's Love
Don't ground your love. Make that mother out of this
out of this
world.
world. And on that note, we are out.
Preach.
Oh no.